Hello students, in the present session I will try to cover introduction to switching. So a network is nothing but it's set of connected devices. So whenever we have multiple devices, we have the problem of how to connect them to make one-to-one communication possible. One solution is to make a point-to-point connection between each pair of devices. So that is nothing but mesh topology. But if you're having more number of devices to connect, so we cannot go for point-to-point connections between the devices. So the better solution is switching. A switched network consists of series of interconnected or interlinked nodes called as switches. Switches are devices capable of creating temporary connection between any two or more than two number of devices, and those devices are connected to the switches. So we can observe that in the diagram. So we are having the end systems, that is nothing but communicating devices, are labeled as A, B, C, D and so on. The switches are labeled as Roman numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So each switch is connected to the multiple link. So in the switching, so we are having some classifications, or there are three methods of switchings. Under switched network, the first method is circuit switch network, the second method is packet switch network, and the third method is message switch network. Once again, the packet switch network is classified as datagram networks and virtual circuit networks. So first we'll concentrate on circuit switched network. So in the case of circuit switch network, which consisting of a set of devices which are connected by a physical link, the connection between two stations is a dedicated path made of one or more links. So each link is normally divided into n channels by using FDM or TDM technology. A circuit switched network is made up of a set of devices connected by a physical link. So in short, we can say that the circuit switch network takes place at a physical layer. Before starting communication, the station must make a reservation for the resources to be used during the communication. These resources such as channels, that means bandwidth in FDM and time slot in TDM, the switch buffers, switch processing time, etc. So basically under circuit switch network, we are having three different phases. The first phase is setup phase, data transfer phase and tear down or termination phase. So when end system A needs to communicate with end system M, the system A needs to request a connection to M that must be accepted by all the switches as well as by M itself. So that is nothing but connection setup phase, that is the first phase. So during second phase, that is a data transfer phase, the actual data or information which is to be exchanged will be transmitted to M. And after data transfer phase, the established connection between the device A and M need to be terminated. So under circuit switch network, we have three different phases. As I said, that is setup phase, data transfer phase and tear down phase. Efficiency. Circuit switch networks are not as efficient as packet switch network as well as message switch network, because the resources are allocated during the entire duration of the connection. The resources are unavailable to the other connection, but delay is minimal. So we can calculate the total delay in terms of three parameters. Once again, the total delay depending upon the connection establishment between those two devices, the data transfer and disconnection of the circuit, that means the termination phase. The data create the connection. Under that, the delay is depending upon the propagation time, request signal transfer time, propagation time of the acknowledgement, signal transfer time of the acknowledgement. So once again, during second phase, that is data transfer phase, the delay is nothing but sum of propagation time and data transfer time. The last phase, There may be a small amount of delay during the disconnection of the circuit.